Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. So back today to do a response video to Lisa over at Lisa in Bookland, who I think it was actually last year now. I feel like it was only a few months ago, but no, I am just that late in responding. She did a video about different bookish situations that she would love to be in. Different scenes, different chapters that really appeal to her, that she would just like to be a fly on the wall for, or maybe directly in the action itself. And I just thought it was a really lovely concept for a video. And so I'm basically just stealing it, sorry Lisa, talking about several books and scenes within them that I would like to be a part of. So without much further ado, let's get straight into these scenarios. The first being a scene from A Terrible Kindness by Jo Browning Wroe. This was one of my favourite books of last year, telling the life of William Lavery, who as a young boy goes to Cambridge in order to become a boy chorister, but life takes an unexpected turn and we see him through the years having to really deal with the ramifications of what went down, how it's affected his mentality and his relationships and his career, and can he ever regain the love for music that he once had. As you would expect, there are a lot of different scenes set in Cambridge, and I've only ever been to Cambridge the one time, but the way that Jo Browning Wroe describes Cambridge in the 1960s does feel just so nostalgic. As somebody who also lives in a prominent university town, I definitely felt like I could relate. But in particular, there is a scene where William is walking through Cambridge as an adult rather than as a child, with a couple of people. I'm not going to say names because it is technically a spoiler, and it's him just basically taking a tour of his old haunts, reminiscing on memories in this place that was once his home. And it was just so lovely. It really made me want to be able to do the same thing with a lot of my university friends, going back to York. You know, I do go back to York, which was my university town, semi-regularly, at least once a year, but I haven't been there with my university friends for quite a while. And in fact, there was the opportunity presented to me back in March. One of my friends was having their hen do there, but unfortunately I couldn't attend. And I know that they just had such a great time reminiscing. I do wish I'd been there for it. And also just generally, I would like to go back to Cambridge. I've only been the one time. It does seem really beautiful and charming. And the one difference that I would make to William is that I would definitely go see the choir perform. The next bookish scenario that I would love to be in is from Anne of Green Gables. There is a scene in Anne of Green Gables where Anne decides that she and her best friend Diana, her kindred spirit, are going to have the perfect grown-up lady tea party. They are both teenagers at this point and take it super seriously. She wants every detail to be just right, though things go awry when she takes down what she thinks is a cordial, which actually turns out to be blackberry wine, and she and Diana get very drunk. So I probably would try and leave off that part, but the whole notion of this beautiful perfect tea party really appeals to me. And I actually based this chapter from Anne of Green Gables, and particularly the scene, the setup, as it appears in the TV show Anne with an E. I used that as the basis for my 27th birthday party, where I just had my family and a couple of my friends, just decorated our table with lots of lovely cozy tea party details, and it made me very happy, and definitely something that I'm keen to repeat. The next bookish scenario that I would love to be in comes from Still Life by Sarah Winman, though rather than it being a particular chapter that I would be quite keen to be in. Basically, there's about 3/4 of the book that I would very much like to be in. I just generally would like to be in Italy with all of these people. This book makes me want to be in Italy. I too want to inherit a house from Italy and invite all my friends to live there with me. Yes, please. I would do that in an instant. Or maybe the fantasy here is that I would just like to be able to inherit a house outright. That'd be very nice. It's the dream of every single person around my age, because as much as I love my job, I know that that's not coming from a publishing salary. I gotta tell ya. Of course, a video like this would not be complete for me without a couple of Jane Austen references. Pride and Prejudice definitely made me want to attend various balls, whether the slightly rowdier public ball at the Meryton Assembly Rooms, the slightly fancier private ball at Netherfield, or prancing around Pemberley, taking in the glory of the house and the countryside around it like Lizzie, before oopsie daisy stumbling into Mr. Darcy. I actually went to Chatsworth House, which is where they filmed the 2005 Pemberley scenes, and had the absolute best time. I did a full tour of the house, and the very last thing that they take you to is the sculpture gallery room, which will delight any fans of the 2005 Pride and Prejudice. And I was just looking around like, it's all so beautiful. Another Jane Austen book that I would quite like to be in is Emma. They themselves have a lovely little ball scene, which just seems really fun and feels much more of a community effort than the balls in Pride and Prejudice. I would also really like to go to Box Hill in Surrey. I know that's a thing that I could just do now on a nice summer's day, but you know, Surrey is a little bit away from me and I don't own a car. I also definitely would not want to have the awkward rude moment with Miss Bates. I would never say such a thing to her. Badly done indeed. The penultimate bookish scenario that I would love to be in is Christmas at the March Crouch sisters as seen in Little Women. There's a reason that I think of Little Women and I think of Christmas, even though the book takes place over the course of multiple years and multiple seasons. And it's just that coming together of the family, their surprise Christmas breakfast after they donated their original one to a poorer family who had more need of it, the fact that their tradition is to do little plays and performances. It seems like a really lovely, lively atmosphere, and I would like to do a March Family Christmas just once. And then the final bookish scenario I would love to be in is the Karaoke Night from Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, because whether or not you were allowed phones into such an occasion, I feel like being in a room with the first son and first daughter of the president, the granddaughter of the vice president, and a prince and princess of the royal family would just be an occasion that I wouldn't want to miss, especially seeing Prince Henry get up on stage and singing Don't Stop Me Now. I wouldn't need a video of that, I'd remember that forever. Also because I do just generally enjoy a karaoke night. It's a bit of a tradition now with my secondary school friends. We end up hiring out a karaoke booth and singing for a couple of hours. It's always such good fun, and I think this is just a hyped up version of that. So there we go, those are all of the bookish scenarios that I would really love to be a part of. Do let me know if I've missed any crucial literary scenarios that I definitely should be involved in, or any that you in particular love. I would love to hear from you. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.